morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're doing the million mile challenge as per usual, and we're very, very close to 70,000 miles. Very, very close. So I think on Sunday's episode is when I announced the charity and what we're doing everything in terms of the celebratory live stream. Behind me you may or may not see the green screen. If you see it, it means I have not worked it out properly. Well, obviously I know what to do because that's how I do the rotatey spinny thing in the bottom corner. But I think the big problem now is I need more light. I have a light here which is very, very bright and everything, and should illuminate the back bit quite nicely. I might have the green screen up anyway, just as an experiment. But I've invested a bit of money into it, so I'd like it to work. So yeah, let's we have a job on the go. It was a short job if I remember rightly, so let's finish off our job. I know we'd only just picked it up, that's right. Parking brake is on, how rude. And after this job, somebody has asked us to have a look at something, so we'll be having a look at that. Oh, I've just realised we're going out the inn. Doesn't matter, there's never traffic in these yards. We're the only vehicle going in and out of these yards, so it doesn't actually matter much. 430 miles, we should be alright. Right, today's soundtrack request is from Wazak85DF, otherwise known as DF, and he's requested the Angry Video Game Nerd game soundtrack. Yes, there's the Angry Video Game Nerd somewhere on YouTube, and he has a game, and this game, would you believe it, has a soundtrack. So far, I'm liking it, it's alright. To be fair, I went to watch DF's series on his channel.
Because DF does the great voices, I really like DF. We do like the ones I get about DF and his amazing voices.
Oh god, that's right, just pull out in front of me, you arswipe. But yeah, this soundtrack was obviously a part of his videos, and it was a lot of fun to watch actually. Because the soundtrack added something, you know? I enjoyed it anyway. Maybe we should watch it again at some point, just put it on in the background. But that I mean going to DF's old channel. DF's got a new channel. And you know what, DF, because you're such a nice guy, I'll pop the link to that in the description. Yeah, I'll pop the link to that in the description for you, because I'm a nice mod, really I am. Those people are good to each other. Oh yes. So today's topic, I'm sure you're all wondering, what is MoD going to waffle about today? Does he have a plan, or is he just going to waffle? A bit of both. I have a plan, but I plan to waffle about board games, real life board games. This is because last night I was round my friend Mr. Jones's house with Watson and Drazar, and we had a lot of fun. We were playing a game called Saboteurs. Or is it just Saboteur? I think it's just Saboteur. So the idea of Saboteur is you are a dwarf and you need to dig to the gold. You play cards to represent you digging your way to the gold. You have to fuck over your fellow dwarfs if need be. And specifically last night we were playing, for Pastor's benefit, because I know you've got this game, mate, we were playing Saboteur 2, which introduces new types of dwarf and introduces new path cards and all sorts of funky little traps you can play with. And actually, I quite enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Thoroughly enjoyable, some might say. Although, all I have to say is, I got there about 8:30-9ish. We didn't actually start playing until gone 10 o'clock, because we just happened to have a bit of a laugh first. Which I suppose is always a key ingredient when you're playing real-life games, you know? Now, I'm sure many of you know by now that I like Sentinels of the Multiverse. That's a fantastic game. Myrtai's forced me to invest a lot of money in that. Yes, she actually did force me to go purchasing more Sentinels of the Multiverse items. Because my other half, Myrtai, is a dickhead. In the nicest way possible, Myrtai, you're a dickhead. But, yeah. I suppose we should start really with a history of MoD playing board games like this. I suppose, yeah, the stuff you always do when you're a kid, which is you play Mousetrap, Monopoly, Cluedo. We didn't have many as a kid, has to be said, but we did enjoy playing them. We played the shit out of what we had. We had this wonderful 30-in-1 compendium that had loads of games in it. Loads and loads of games. Pickup Sticks is a weird game, if I remember rightly. We're about to uncover a new town, apparently. Okay, I'm down with this. Herschel, Sightsee 11 of 26. Come on, get around the corner, get around the corner. That's it, Tildy. Good Tildy. Looks like we're going to a ferry? I think we are. Yeah, we're going to a ferry. Cruise control. Yes. And over the years, I would become introduced to other board games. I've always had an interest in playing board games. Maybe it's a British thing, maybe it's just something I thoroughly like, because, you know, apparently it's a really nerdy thing to be into board games. I don't care. I really don't care. And at some point, I'll take you guys through my collection. But, it's, like I say, it's always a lot of fun. Oh, straight on. Do slow down.
Turn the corner.
There's a curb there. I don't want to hit the curb. I know my uncle had a lot of board games as well. He had Hero Quest, he had Warhammer Quest. He had quite a lot. And I always wanted to play these games. But he always said, no, you're too young. Which is funny, because I remember when I was 10, I read The Hobbit. But apparently I wouldn't get the hang of a board game with dice and everything. Yeah. If my uncle said, you know, dude, you're just too young for this, I'm sorry. I don't know where we're going. Oh, we're going all the way straight to Bergen. Okay. Alright, straight up to Bergen it is then. 17-hour trip. 1,400 it'll cost us, but we'll probably make more than that on the trip and we'll be fully rested when we get there. Ooh, 103,000. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Now we have to just get to the destination and deliver our cargo in 2 miles away. Which really was a short trip. Wow, we've only just started the episode and we've made money. This makes Mod happy. Easy money. Easy fucking money. Board games, come on Mod. I really should have planned this out, I really should have. Ah well, Mod is Mod, right? Mod does what the Mod does. And what mods do best is not planning and then just going babble, 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 board games. But yeah, as you get older, you discover that there's other board games out there beyond the usual generic Cluedo and Monopoly. I think my wanting to explore other board games started with when Murtai bought me Sonic the Hedgehog Monopoly. I was like, wait, that's actually a thing. And then I got a Sonic the Hedgehog chess set, which again, that's a thing. Sonic the Hedgehog everything, apparently. G&T. Gin and tonic. Haha! Come on, turn. 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 Gin and tonic. Has to be. Where's the actual bay? Have I got to go around the back? I think I've got to go around the back. Which begs the question, how do we get around the back? Will this be the way? It looks right. The way. Yep, there's a loading bay right there. Yeah, I'll get back to waffling in a bit, don't worry guys. Oh god, how do we get into there? There's challenges and then there's that. Bloody hell. Okay, I got a plan. It's a slightly smartish plan. We're going to swing all the way to the left, as close to these trailers as we can. Where's the wall? This is going to be the most awkward 3-point turn ever. I think the easiest way to do it would be to just go back where you came. Come around the other side. I'm not skipping this bonus. No fucking way. We haven't skipped one ever. We're going to spin around. We're going to come back down here the other way. Yeah. And then then I also discovered a lot of the old Games Workshop games we used to play. Oh yeah, I used to play Warhammer 40,000. They had other games that I could play, such as Space Crusade. Space Crusade is something I'm very proud in saying that I have the entire collection. And when I say the entire collection, I mean the entire collection. Oh, that's one that Mr. Jones has helped me collect actually over the years. He has been very instrumental in my Space Crusade collecting. Very instrumental. I actually have about 3 Space Crusade boxes, along with virtually double the miniatures that I'm supposed to have. I think between the 3 boxes I've got, I can make 2 complete sets. Never hurt to have spares when you're into those sort of games. And Mission Dreadnought, which is an expansion. Eldar Assault, which is an expansion. I think that's the lot. But the best bit is, I know I mentioned in the past I go to wargame conventions with Mr. Jones. This is where we went hunting for Space Crusade for the best part of 2 or 3 years. And this is one chap who was just selling Space Crusade on its own. So it said on the label. Bear in mind, at this point, I already had a copy of Space Crusade and had Mission Dreadnought. We were just looking on the cheap to see what we could find. Inside this box for £15, Space Crusade on its own, for a full set, Immaculate, is about £30 to £50. Inside this box, 15 quid, Immaculate Space Crusade set, with 100%, which was fully complete. Came with a fully complete Mission Dreadnought minus the box. Came with a fully complete Eldar Attack expansion minus the box. So, my friend Mr. Jones, he takes one look at me. He takes one look at the buy, £15 is it? Here you go, mate. Took the box and walked off. And he says, Mr. Mod, it's okay, mate. Mr. Mod, I'll let you pay me back for this later. And it's only when we got back in the car after the show was over, I says to him, look, what's the deal with this? Why did you just pick it up and not tell me what's going on? Because inside it is everything for Space Crusade in one box. £15. If only I'd been to that show and saved all the money that I'd spent on Space Crusade in the first place. That's a story for another day. Just thought, do we want to rest up? No, we're fully rested. A dense Kiel, Osnabrück. Do you really want to go to Osnabrück? That's where I want to go. I want to go for a drive across Scandinavia land. But first, I said I was going to do something to... Yeah. I've had a fair few... I think we're going to have to do the board game one another time, because I'm struggling to do it without a plan. I really am. I was going to talk about Necromunda, which is another Games Workshop offshoot. And that's a lot of fun, and the guys want me to be an NPC player for that, blah blah blah. But we're going to turn on that mod, which is the Extreme AI. And we're going to turn on this one, which is the Xmas Atmosphere. So we're turning on the physics, which makes everything super slippy and everything. How that affect the drivers we'll get to. And, well, we'll probably see actually for yourselves before I get a chance to tell you. And also, we get to see Christmas decorations everywhere. I know it's November. Don't bother with Christmas. I hate Christmas. Christmas is banned. Confirm changes. Continue game. But yeah, while this is going on, we're going to also... We're going to answer some questions, because we've had some questions in the comments, and we're going to take a few moments to answer them. Is there anything slightly further away than that? Manhattan. Oh, that's quite far away. From coast to coast, effectively. Fuck it, that'll do. I'll take that. Alright, we need to get out of here. We'll get out of here, we'll answer the questions once we get out of here. There's not many questions. I mean, considering it wasn't a Q&A, I'm actually quite happy with the amount of comments I've had with questions on. So thank you to everybody that has actually taken the time to leave a comment as always. It's always appreciated, it really is. I don't think you guys quite get how satisfying it is to get comments, and then, you know, now actually at the moment I've got the time to answer them, so send them in, I'll try and answer them. Right, we're going to go around this section because I want to turn this nice grey road yellow, because then it'll get us closer to the Explorer achievement, or whatever it bloody is. The aim is to eventually get to 100%. Which, you know, it'd be nice to do at some point. Really what I should be doing is diving off here and turning all the map yellow, going into all these pot yards here, turning the grey yards to yellow. Oh, we turn off here, okay. Come on. Have we got to go out of town for this? Or are we going all the way back to the ferry? Interesting, in any case. Yeah, there's the Polaris lines, or Polaris, whatever it's called, at the dockyard. The dockyard? The quayside. It is the dockyard, isn't it? I think so, anyway. But at some point, when I start uncovering more of the map, I think what I'll do is I'll just do the odd live streaming every now and again. Just go, right, I'm going to bum around, I'm going to turn bits of the map yellow. Feel free to join me, blah, 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 blah. I imagine we'll be having that trailer there. From coast to coast. I like this. I like the sound of this. It is that one. Oh, there's a few of them there. Okay. I didn't see there was hidden behind that trailer. Don't mind me, I cut myself the other day. That's an interesting story. My knife, I have a knife at work where you can change the blades, and it's getting a bit blunt, and I was asked to cut something up, and so, okay. What I'll do is, I'll change my blade, so then I don't catch, it doesn't snag and then pull and then cut me. And then it went and cut me anyway. Brand new blade with the very first cut I made. I was like, oh great. Marvellous. We need a screenshot. Whoa, dickhead, where did you come from? Never mind, we'll overtake him and then we'll beat him up. That's what we'll do, we'll beat him up. And I think at some point I would like to go back to the UK, buy another garage, start filling it up with trucks. I wonder if in the next 12 months we can actually do that, buy all the garages in the UK, and then get the achievement for that particular achievement. Because the actual, what the achievement is you have to unlock all, you have to purchase all the garages in your HQ, in the country your HQ's in. So my HQ, my headquarters is Birmingham. So I couldn't have picked a worse country really, in that regard. But I am a proud Englishman, and I will base my company in England. England. Nah, I'm not going to do Chavish singing like that. You guys safe today. But anyway, questions. You guys want questions, right? And boop. I don't know what that was a penalty for. Don't care. But I believe... Oh, there's the lamppost. I've just felt a little bit short. Then again, that's a decent screenshot in itself. You know what I'd like at some point, guys? And if anybody does actually happen to know what you'd call this, or what it'd be that we're looking for, please let me know. But I'd like a mod where we could put strip lights, or little strips of neon on the inside of the... See where the mouse is? On the inside of the window? And I'd like the badge here to also be a neon lit up thing as well. If anybody... So yeah, it's something that I can switch on and off, I will. Because I'd like that badge to be lit up every now and again. For extra evil. Yeah, because, you know, Matilda's totally evil, right? Speeding offence. Meh. Who cares? We're doing 51 and a 31. It's alright. It's fine. We're not doing twice the speed limit. We can't get banned. He says. Ah, fuck it. Speed up. So, questions. Questions that we had today, which I'm tempted to leave until we get out of this twisty bit here, because this does look rather twisty and nasty, does it not? There's an entire little sub-settlement there waiting to be turned yellow. Yeah, I think it's going to be my next mission for the next year. We're going to turn as much of the map yellow as possible, which means going to new places, new destinations, opening up new cities, maybe even driving around the cities randomly and turning them all yellow. No barrel rolling today, please, Matilda. You've done that enough lately. Just because we're slightly rich now, doesn't mean to say we have to go spending all our money as soon as we've acquired it. Because, you know, Matilda's stupid. Stupid Matilda. How are we doing? I don't think the twists are going to stop anytime soon. So, Mato Kuroi. She says, I'm really curious about how the physics would change in a game like this. Would it change the AI into the drivers of Grand Theft Auto 5? I do like the snow mod, but maybe if you play some... Oh shit. But maybe if you play some Christmas music mod, I think that would really spice the environment up. Well, first of all, Christmas is banned on my channel. I don't do Christmas. I hate Christmas. It's too commercial. It's bullshit. It's just... Well, I buy presents for my friends all year round. I don't feel the need to wait for Christmas to buy my friends lovely presents. For example, I purchased my other half, Murtai, a soup ladle. It looks like the Loch Ness Monster. It's got little feet on it that you can rest it on the bottom of a saucepan where you're cooking your soup up or whatever liquidy type substance you're cooking and you're using your ladle for. And the handle just happens to look like the Loch Ness Monster's head. It's really, really cute. And it's in purple. And I thought, that's cheap enough. It's about £3. I'll buy that for her. And I did. And it arrived at work in some really weird shaped packaging. People were like, what the hell's that, Mod? What have you bought there? So I told them, is that a Christmas present, really? Because this time of year, everybody's focusing on buying Christmas presents. I'm like, no, I already bought my friends' presents throughout the year. I already bought them, but this is just a random gift for the missus. She'll black your eye, Sheila. She'll fucking hurt you. Really? How'd you figure that out? Oh, wait, because your relationships conform to what's defined as normal. Yeah, me and Murtai, our relationship is anything other than normal. Which is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Because she has a lot of the same beliefs as me in that, you know, fuck commercial events, let's just do things because we want to, not because we're told to. For example, Christmas. So we've both decided, very early on in our relationship, that the wonderful time of year... Fuck off, speed defense. The wonderful time of year known as Christmas is banned. But however, I am allowed to have all of December to celebrate my birthday, which I like the sound of. That's amazing. I do like the sound of having Christmas for my birthday. December for my birthday. I hate Christmas. The physics. Well, I think I might need to restart the game, to be honest with you, Matto. But I'm not really feeling any difference in how Matilda's driving at the moment since we turned the extreme physics on. We've got the snow on and we're just bimbling about like there's no difference. I actually don't think there's any difference. Oh, and do I play this game with controller or mouse and keyboard? Mostly controller. Very much mostly controller. But you do need the keyboard for some bits, such as changing view, and you need the mouse for playing in the menus. You can use the joypad for everything should you want, but I find it easy just to use a combination of the two. DF says, I'm still wondering if you're going to include the Angry Video Game Nerd game soundtrack. Well, DF, you may hear it playing in the background right now. It's not bad, is it? Good choice there, sir. Simon is now playing a game and I just missed it pop up. I missed the pop-up. Also, what a destructive crash. If the physical engine had been more involved... if the physics engine had been more involved, all that timber probably would have been tied to the road, blocking the whole path. Yeah, more than likely. It's actually quite a shame that your loads don't spill properly when you do go kaboom into something. Can you imagine alcohol spills everywhere? Or in this case, piles of timber flying all over the road. That would have been amazing. Doubt there is a mod with Ola in it. And... I mean, for the most part, asking anyone in Europe, they wouldn't know about it. Yeah, if there's no mod for Ola, for Eurotruck, then I guess we'll just have to live with it. So this is the closest we're going to get then, I suppose. Going from one Scandinavian country to another. Vita Muntamachai. I can't even get your fucking name right and I'm reading it. Vertamita Muntaya says, Ola isn't a country, it's an autonomous and demilitarised part of Finland. As a Finn, I had to say this. Yes, but I hear you, Verta, and I looked this up on Wikipedia, and it's true. But I, as far as I'm concerned, my friend comes from Ola, and it is a proper real country as a result. So I hear you, but I'm slightly ignoring you, I think. Sorry, mate. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I do hear what you're saying, though. You are indeed correct. It is a Ola, or Ireland, as it's written. It is an autonomous and demilitarised. It's a state more than a country. The point is, it's supposedly not a country. But my friend was born there, and I've always had the impression that Ola is a country, so it's a country. And DB Games asks, oh, you didn't say thank you for your soundtrack request. Oh, okay, mate. That's nice. More Town of Salem, question mark, question mark, question mark. I am very, very bored of Town of Salem. The Justin Bieber challenge pushed me over the edge in terms of what the fuck is happening with the map. Yeah, Town of Salem. Oh, we've hit 70. Oh, we've missed a milestone. We're going to end the episode here. Bang. Bang. Stop, Tony, stop. Parking brake on. 70,000 miles. And 66. So this is what we're going to call the episode. But I am going to answer DB Games' question next time. Properly. 70% of the way through the first chunk and 7% of the way through the Million Mile Challenge itself. Only another 93 to go. Oh god. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Mod. I do hope you enjoyed this show today. If you did, a thumbs up would be much, much appreciated. Dream big, and I'll see you next time for some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye bye.